A significant housing bill is set to go into law tonight without President Trump's signature. That inactivity is an act of protest from the president because he still wants the Senate and the House to pass legislation about voting. That's not going to happen, so the president is basically saying, I'm not going to deal with this housing bill. I'll let it become law, but without my embracing of it, at least directly. Nancy Cordes joins us now from the White House. Nancy, there was once a time not too long ago when there was going to be a big signing ceremony. That's gone by the boards, and now this will become law. There's nothing that's going to make it any less lawful, but the president's not part of it. It could have been a win.
Right. He's not taking a victory lap for a big piece of legislation that he was able to push through in an election year. He's just going to allow it to pass into law later tonight. And he's engaging, he says, in a form of protest. He's angry that the Senate hasn't also passed the Save America Act. This is a piece of legislation being championed by Republicans that would require proof of citizenship in order to register to vote. There are a number of things it would do that Democrats oppose. And he's frustrated that Republicans haven't been able to get it through the Senate. He wants them to get rid of the filibuster so it can pass with fewer votes, something Republicans are very reluctant to do, Major, because they worry that Democrats would do the same thing when they are in power. So this is the president's way of saying, if you're not going to pass the legislation I want, I'm not going to sign the legislation that you're really excited about. And as long as he doesn't veto the housing bill, and we know that he won't, it's all the same to Republicans. They'd love to have a big signing ceremony, but the most important thing for them is that it ends up becoming law.
And you have new reporting, Nancy, on additional security measures around the White House that are either being set in motion or actively being contemplated.
Yes, and it's taking place right behind me. What you're looking at, Major, typically the north portico of the White House, you're not actually seeing it at the moment. It looks like that, but actually this is a screen that has come down to basically obscure the construction, and it looks like the north portico because it's got the columns printed on it. But basically the White House is doing some reconstruction on those columns, and we learned today that they are also working on the north portico doors themselves. These are the front doors of the White House, if you will. They face out onto Pennsylvania Avenue. And we're told that the work that they're doing is for security enhancements and upgrades. And it's serious work because they say it's not going to be done until mid-September.
Nancy Cordes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.